that is why it is so important to live every day as if it were going to be our last.
Which is why I say that yesterday doesn't matter.
Todd and Julie Chrisley are making every moment count in the days leading up to their prison sentencing after being convicted of tax fraud.
Today is what we have, and tomorrow belongs to God, because we're not promised tomorrow.
You know, I pray to God every day.
Last week, the couple was sentenced to a combined 19 years in prison. But prior to learning their fate, they recorded an episode of their Chrisley Confessions podcast, the two clearly leaning heavily on their faith.
We're all children of God. God chose us first. Whether we choose him or not, we're still his child. But now, in this storm that we're in, I feel like that I'm closer to God than I've ever been, but I find myself screaming out because, you know, in the Bible, it says to scream out to God.
Yes, it does.
To cry out to God. You've heard me say, God, please, I'm crying out to you. I don't know what else to do.
As a result, Todd and Julie are living every day like it's their last.
There was something else I heard this week that I thought was powerful. And it was actually by Priscilla Shirer, who I love, that says, age is just a number. And since we don't know our death date, we have to live every day as if it's our last. That is why it is so important to live every day as if it were going to be our last.
Which is why I say that yesterday doesn't matter. Today is what we have, and tomorrow belongs to God, because we're not promised tomorrow.
Because of all of this, our faith has intensified tremendously. And I believe I believe that everything that happens, God already knows it's going to happen. And God, he knows how you're going to get through it.
So what's next for the Chrisleys? Well, Todd is expected to serve a 12-year sentence and Julie 7. Plus, they'll both serve 16 months probation.
There was no dispute that during both the trial and the sentencing, the government used significant evidence that they culled from the Chrisleys' reality TV show, from their media appearances. So in that sense, the fact of their being on reality television can oftentimes be helpful to the government, not only in determining that they want to initiate a prosecution, but in moving forward with that prosecution.
As for what it means for the future of their reality shows, ET has learned it is unlikely Chrisley Knows Best will continue.
Just because you knew it was coming doesn't make it any less hard.
Agreed.
But a source close to the family says that the USA Network has some episodes of season 10 that were shot prior to the trial. It's expected they will air next year.